guys, we're in Sam's Club and I am doing my Prepper Pantry walkthrough. And today what I'm looking at is the water. Only because this one is $3.36 and it's the 45 in the pack. But we prep off these. So I'm deciding on how much we're gonna spend for our Prepper Pantry. We usually grab a couple at a time. But we also get these as a prepper in our Prepper Pantry too. The 80, these the short bottles, like the little kid bottles, and they are $7.98. So I already grabbed 2 packs of those today. We'll get 2 more packs. We have a limit of $50 a month to do our Prepper Pantry with. This is if we have, God forbid, a shutdown, then we have enough stuff to supply water to supply us, and we already are in a water crisis in where I live at. We have been drinking bottled water for the last year. Okay, also what we get is juices. Like we stock up on juice, but we just stock up on mostly powdered, like Kool-Aid and sugar. So this $5.88, and these Kool-Aid jammers, and we always get those, so we make sure we have at least 10 of these. So at 5, we'll do that. $5.88 a piece, and that's 10. Okay. And then we'll try the juices. Like this is the Arizona juice. At 14. Oh God, $14. That's expensive. And then with the Lipton iced peach tea, instead of us getting the liquid, we'll get the powdered one. And that's enough for a Prepper Pantry. You want to do powdered stuff, so you'll get the powdered one. Did you guys know if the top missing or if this is dented, that's $6.98? That Sam's Club will give you a discount on it. So if you need to grab those, which we would probably grab those, and then so the water is prepped. Anything you could turn into powder and mix it with water, you'll get that because it'll last longer. A cup, like people prep Gatorade. I don't prep that. A lot of people do though, for energy drinks, for hydration. They prep them. I do not prep that. Okay, also Prepper Pantry tissue. This is the single thing of tissue. Ooh, somebody done tore the whole thing open. But it's toilet paper. 1 roll, 45 rolls. And how much is that? $20. Yeah, $20. So you would get that. But you all saw me prepping for stacking up on, you all saw me prepping up on Scott tissue. But push come to shove, I will use another tissue. Now these is napkins. We do buy napkins, and we do buy this big thing of napkins, and that's $35. So $50 a month. We already up to $150. We'll do our Prepper Pantry starting November 1st, but we have been prepping now. Okay, we will be prepping plates. Okay, now Prepper Pantry. That's any type of plate you need. I don't have to have a specific plate, spoons, cups, forks, none of those. I want to prep and just make sure I have it. God forbid we don't have no water and we have to use a plate, we could toss that out. We do, you all know I do a lot of zip bags, $12.98, because when I prep my food, I double bag a lot of my stuff that have to be frozen. And if you all want to see a video on that, let me know, because I will do a video on prepping frozen or perishables, because I do prep those also. And I went to a prepping class for them. Okay, now this is a lot of stuff like the sugar equal. They're already in individual packs. The Truvia is, the Splenda, all of those sugars, you can get those in separate packs. Like this is sugar in the canister. This will be the one that we'll grab some of those because they're kind of easier to carry around. But we do get the big giant sugar also. Now you can separate that, but you need to make sure you prep it right and cover it right. You can prep, we prep garbage bags. So most of the time you see the garbage selling with garbage bags. I'm selling those because I buy these as stock ones. They $13. So a prepper pantry should run you between $400 to $500 to prep. And I'm just guessing a number that I use to prep with. Okay, you could do coffee. Make sure you wrap it right. Like you shouldn't walk in your prepper pantry and smell coffee. You shouldn't do that because that means it's not prepped tight enough and it's not gonna last like you think it's gonna last. That was one of the things that he taught me. If you can smell it, it's not prepped. So remember that, guy. Treats like this, like these Nutri-Grains, you can leave them in the box if you want to, but it's also a way to prep those so that they won't dry, they won't go bad on you. And then prepper pantries are not huge pantries, so you need to make room. Okay. Cereal, you have to take them out of the box and put them in wraps. Wrap it, you have to prep it. That is not, a box is not sustainable. You don't know how long you'll be needing to use the things out of. Prepper pantry should be last you at least a year. So look at these fruit and berries. Oh, okay. Now you'll take these out of the pack also. You'll take these out and put them in another pack. And 40 of these, that's a good one. So buy a couple of boxes of these. God forbid you need it. Okay, the honey, you could do honey, but you need to cover it. You need to lock it up. Wrap it and cover it. If you want, you all let me know if you want a video on prepping. I will do one. Okay, I will do it, but I'm not gonna do it if people don't want the video. But at this point, everyone should be prepping cereal, everything. We should be prepping as much food as possible, so God forbid they shut us down. We got it together. Okay, canned food is fine, but you also know, you see this, you see that sitting on crates. Trust me, I work for public health, and you need to make sure your food is not on the ground. Something happens with the food and concrete, those type of items, it should not sit directly on the ground. Okay, yes. Are you going to prep this type of stuff? Yes, you want to do quick foods, things you could toss in a microwave. So yeah, you're going to prep Velveeta boxes, Cracker Barrel, canned foods, chicken breast. Now some of these things you can find at the dollar store. If you all watch some of my Dollar Tree videos, you can find this stuff at the Dollar Tree for dirt cheap or even free. Watch my How to Build a Stockpile for free. That is a great video, and it'll tell you things you can stock up on. Half the things I never buy anymore. Make sure, okay guys, with rice, specifically this rice. See that? If you do not lock this in and prep it right, rice, this'll make bugs. Make sure that you prep right with those. Now you see this? This was an object of prepping. All this need is some more prepping, and this is perfect. I wouldn't even take it out of this pack, but I would prep it, finish prepping it. They only did a partial prep. Barilla. Also, I have some Barilla that's probably about 3 years old, but it's been prepped. So, hey, and what I did was I pulled it and brought it to the top. So you can rotate your prepper items. You cannot leave them in there and not rotate them. And I mark dates on them. Okay, these type of things. This is another thing. You can prep, but you need, that's why I always say whenever you see Walgreens, buy one, get one, get two free, Ziplocs, buy them. Because if you are a prepper, you need all the Ziplocs you can get to prep. You need all of the saran wrap you can get to prep. You need all the aluminum foil you can prep. Here's sriracha sauce, just any type of sauce. Prep it. Prep your hot sauce. Prep it. So this flour is $6.48. That is a big thing of flour. But you could buy it, but you cannot leave it in that. You have to prep it for long storages. Oh, here all purpose. Okay, this one is $4.78. It's a little smaller, but that's a lot of flour. Are you really going to go through that much flour? Double prep it. here is, what's this? This masa. This is the same thing. Mus, mace, anyway, it's that. It's masa. Masaka, I call it. 19 for this big thing. Now, double prep. Double, you have to take it out those bags. You can't, unless you got something else. Like, unless you're going to use a garbage bag to put it in. But get the saran wrap. The sugar is $5.28. That's another thing. When you use it, you got to take it out of there. When you prepping the sugar, you can leave it in there, but you have to wrap it and lock it in. And make sure you date it. All of these sugars, all of them. So this will be a perfect one to get. Probably 2 of them. Double wrap it. Garbage bag, saran wrap it. It'll be perfect. Rice, if you do not wrap rice, which this one is $17. And as you all can see, you see how long Sam's Club is getting into bigger things because they know people are doing prepper pantries now. Make sure you wrap it. Those will make bugs if you don't. Look, guys, $33. Jasmine rice. That's jasmine rice, that big. And it's what? 50 pounds. You gotta wrap it. Okay, you guys know. Brown sugar is $4.68, but if you don't double wrap that, it'll be hard as a brick. You gotta double wrap all of this stuff. You have to prep it. So that's why, guys, we didn't even get over the whole store. I only did the dry foods today. So if you all want to see the perishables of Walk-Thru, I will do one. In fact, I'm going to do one anyway, but this is the sauces. This is another thing. Any type of seasonings. Prep it, because seasonings in that, believe it or not, go bad. It's Parmesan cheese and that garlic salt. That'll go bad. Oh, my kids love this cinnamon stuff. Those crunch, and it's $5.48. Now, see, I paid $4.99 for it, but it was good. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. Please hit subscribe if you like this video. And like and comment. Let me know if you want to see a prepping video. This was my prepping walkthrough, so me and my husband can come in and start doing our prep for this winter. Then I'll be doing the perishables. Bye.